G'day guys, this is another little tip I've got for you about how to tie a micro loop in the end of your Euro-nymph leader if you don't have tippet rings or if you prefer not to use tippet rings. You can tie a very small loop in the end of this that's strong. You can do it out on the river easily and it works very, very well. It's lighter than a tippet ring, and it also gives you a little bit of a ring to put a bit of paste in if you want to float your sighter. So, most nippers have a little spike at some point in them that you can use for clearing out the eye of a hook that's got glue or something in it. And we're going to use this to tie our micro loop. So this is a knot that I've done another video on called Dave Chilton's loop knot, and it's pretty easy to tie. I'm going to get behind the camera to show you how to tie this so that you see it from the same perspective that I'm tying it from. So I'm going to start with the line in my right hand, and I'm going to make an overhand knot, pulling through towards me like that. Pull that down into a small loop like this. Now I'm going to take this tag in my left hand and form a loop back, and I'm going to come up through that knot in the opposite direction that the line comes out. So the line's coming out the top of the overhand knot there. I'm going to come back in through the bottom of that loop, and then I'm going to come around and I'll come back through the bottom of that loop a second time. Just like that. And that leaves me with this. So there's a little loop in the end there. Now what I'm going to do is get my nippers with the little spike on it there, and I'm going to hook that end loop over the spike so that I can pull against it. Now we'll just close that loop down so it's only a very small loop, this one here, and then I'm going to pull on the tag and resize that up until it's very small. Once I've pulled that tight around the spike, then I'm going to pull on the main line and tighten it hard to close that knot. Then, that's come off now, but it doesn't really matter. Then I'm just going to take my tag and do a single half hitch around the main line and pull that half hitch closed. So I can then nip off the tag like that. I'll put that back on the spike just to straighten it out, pull it tight, and there you go. You've got a little micro loop in there that you can use instead of a tippet ring to tie your tippet to. And that's a strong knot. That should hold pretty tight as long as you're using a leader that is stronger than the tippet material that you're using. Your tippet will break before that will break. Anyway, I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you run out of tippet rings on the river, or you need to make a quick loop, or you just don't want to spend the money on them, give that a try, see if it works for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.